Hello and welcome to Old Man Minecraft. I'm an old man and I play Minecraft. I haven't posted to YouTube in about 18 months. I'm sure you'll all agree it's been a very strange and busy year and a half. But to tell you the truth, I've actually just been waiting for the Caves and Cliffs update, which I'm pleased to say is now out. Not only that, but I am playing, recording, editing and uploading using a new PlayStation 5. But I have a more important announcement to make, and that is I am beginning a new survival series here on this channel very, very soon. Now, I'd like you all to join me for that, but for now, we're in my creative 1.17 world. And I'm sure you know in creative you can choose whatever block you like and fly around and place them however you like, giving you complete building freedom. But the new series is going to be entirely in survival mode with mobs turned on. And I'm very, very excited to be doing that with the new Caves and Cliffs update. I'm sure you'll agree there's lots to explore. Now, the new series will be entirely my own thing. It'll be a sort of a mix of a survival series, a let's play, some basic redstone tutorials, exploring farming and villager mechanics. But mostly, for me, the exciting thing about Minecraft is building bases. The bigger the better, the more luxurious and extravagant the better, exploring new building techniques and things that I've picked up over the years. For me and for this channel, that's what Minecraft's all about, just as much as exploring is. Hello, Mr. Golem.
Bye-bye, Mr. Golem.
I always aim for my base to do two things: to be very functional with lots of working machines and farms and interesting bits and bobs, but also to look as good as the game will allow me. With that in mind, I have had a look at the seed number on something called Chunk Base, the seed number for the new survival series, just to have a little look around to see what sort of biomes are surrounding this hopefully long-term survival base. I also find on console, on Bedrock, the best way for me to get the footage for you that's going to look the nicest on YouTube is to make a copy of the survival world whenever I've got something to show you. Put it into creative. That way I can fly around and get all the camera angles I need to best show off the redstone or the building techniques that I've used. On PlayStation, at least, trophies don't reset with every world, so there's definitely going to be some in Caves and Cliffs I'm going to want to pick up. In the meantime, let's have a little mini tour of this quite quick creative base I made, just to give you an idea of my targets, my techniques, what farms and game mechanics interest me, as well as my ideal play style. So let's have a look at my last 1.17 creative base. Now, creative mode is all well and good, but what's it like when I've got my actual survival boots on? Well, I thought it would also be useful for you to see my last ever 1.17 survival world, which I have put into 1.18, stuck in creative mode just so I can fly around and show you what's going on. This was my starter island here, a lovely garden I've converted it into. Over here's my iron farm. I love to build these really early on. This one incorporates a villager trading hall, dual purpose. But I do love this kind of large, useful infrastructure, farms and what have you, embedded into these kind of medieval, built-upon citadel-style buildings. I can't seem to get away from them. I absolutely love them. Over there's my starter island, now converted into a sort of cottage garden. The boathouse in the middle there, which acts as the junction point for all these causeways. I waited to build this large central section until I had enough blocks and was confident I could do it in a relatively short amount of time. Roofs, you might notice, I'm not mostly inspired by roofs, but I'm getting better. I'm very pleased with this survival build. Let's take a little look inside.
Hello, doggy.
This is possibly my favourite room in the whole build. I'm a big hoarder in Minecraft. I collect all kinds of things. The rarer, the better. I do like to put them in to good use in builds. There's my exotics tank, a little bit of coral. I've got my salamanders there, my bonsai area over here. So I love collecting. I am a hoarder, but I don't like to stuff it in chests. I like to decorate with as many things as I can. And you'll notice over here in the main hall, a recurring theme with my builds is these kind of museum display pieces where I take interesting ores and make little displays out of them. Very keen on that. You'll notice I don't have the silk touchable emerald ore block. I haven't found a mountain just yet in this world. We'll take a little look at that later, but just up the stairs in one of these towers, much to my son's amusement, I burnt myself to death building this just to make it look pretty, but you'll notice the different particles, the crying obsidian and the lava there. The ultimate addition to this will of course be the spore blossom, which will give us lovely green particles to join in the magic droplets as I enchant in my tower. I found in this world at least that this was plenty of storage for me. Nice little map there, you'll see right there's the iron farm, but there's my first set of iron armor. Down here, my interesting automated farms that I do love. I've got my honey farm here, a little honey processing workshop. Down here, I think it's sugar cane there. Very functional, but also aesthetically pleasing. That comes in tubes under the floor and pops up in a nice convenient chest. I've got a tree farm down here. Got some stone generator and a basalt generator just there. Very useful for building. Here's a compost machine for making bone meal. Down that's the tree farm. Takes a full strength jungle tree. I'm sure you're familiar with this sort of setup. This is a hopper and water line that takes the dropped iron from the golems and spits it out into a chest for me. Lovely, lots of iron there. This is quite interesting. This is a Bedrock specific XP farm. Runs off a furnace. There's a switch which controls a hopper, stops things coming out into this chest. If you build up enough XP, it gets to a point where all you need to do is take one item out of the blast furnace itself, and you get all the XP up to that date. I did something in this world I'd always wanted to do but never got round to. I found one of those underground amethyst geodes, hollowed it out, and made myself a kind of amethyst seeding laboratory. Took all of the bits and bobs upstairs, learnt how to make spheres, and I made myself a giant egg. Unfortunately, amethyst geodes aren't actually perfectly spherical, I've since found out, but I was really, really pleased with how this one turned out on its stilts out here on the plains biomes. It looks really, really nice. Well, hopefully that'll give you some sort of idea as to what to expect in the new survival series. I'm really looking forward to the new Caves and Cliffs content, the new world generation. It's going to be very, very exciting. I do hope you're going to join me in the new series, which, as I say, is coming very, very soon here on Old Man Minecraft.